that stove on.
It's week 14 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Sam Howell. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Commanders and the Rams, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes.
Ready?
I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Back to throw, Willis. Escaping the... And he's going to go down again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Willis. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Rams defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
It's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Man, alert, alert, hey, check that.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Willis now off of play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 1 now. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Willis. And this is going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Willis on the option to the right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Into space at the 45. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they go play action with Howell. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The LA offense ready for this next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Willis looks to pass it here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Cole Kmet, 28 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. And he returns this to the 22. Sam Howell in the offense ready to go back to work. He was able to connect with Terry McLaurin for the touchdown pass on their previous drive. And now they begin here 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell to the sideline and incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Howell's throw taken in by McLaurin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And that one results in 35 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Willis looking to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Willis will look to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Again, Willis to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. They've got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's Gibson on the read option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll run with Gibson. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Toss left side for Gibson. Nifty move. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call it a toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Second down and 3. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Second down, here's Willis. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 11. Now Willis. And now another one thrown incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And shedding through the tackle. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Flushed out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Howell. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Dyami Brown, 39 yards. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
On first down, Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Willis. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Meanwhile, Willis is throw here, hauled in by Kupp. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw, Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Rams first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long. To throw, here's Willis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Willis on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Willis out of the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, here's Gibson. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The tackle there by John Johnson. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.